Hey guys, welcome to the Spidey Squad official YouTube channel. Today I am joined with the Spidey Six, excluding Evan because he wasn't able to make it today as he was busy with sleep or something. But I'm joined with Spidey Bugle, Spidey Stretch, Spidey Skaterboy and Vigilante Spider, and we're going to be doing our first Spider-Man PS4 video on this channel. And to kick it off, we're going to be discussing what we expect to see at the future events within 2017 in terms of Spider-Man PS4. So the three events that we are still looking at happening in 2017 is New York Comic Con, which I think is in a few days, Paris Games Week, which is at the end of October, and PSX, which is in mid-December, around December 10th, I believe. So to start off, I'm gonna put Spidey Bugle on the spot. Spidey Bugle, what do you?
Hey guys,
what's your take? What do you think? What are we gonna see at these events?
well for starters, my money's on PSX. Just before we get to the video, I think we'll see a grounded trailer. We've already seen gameplay. I think it's about time we see what Peter Parker looks like, and just what the other elements that Insomniac have been hinting at these past couple of months, particularly at E3, where they were saying this is the most grounded Peter Parker story, and Spider-Man's world and Peter Parker's world colliding. They've said that a million times, and yeah, we just need to see how they execute that in their game.
Yeah, so one of the major things that they have left out, which we'll probably see before the game does release, I think we'll definitely see, is a story type trailer or something that details a story. So I'm gonna put Vigilante on the spot now. Vigilante, if we got something story related, what would we get at these events?
We got something story related.
Yes.
I don't know if we're gonna New York Comic Con. I don't expect to get a trailer. I just expect probably to get some like promotional art, more posters or something like that, maybe. But I'm not sure, but I think we'll be getting hints towards seeing Peter Parker, because I'm pretty sure they might save that for PSX. But I think at like New York Comic Con they'll probably show us like maybe a reveal of like Mary Jane, or like what some people look like. So we might get a look at some other villains, stuff like that. So I think it'll be kind of cool to see story related, like maybe an actual image from Peter's apartment, like not the concept art, like an actual image in game, what it might look like, something like that maybe. Yeah.
So I think Sony did do an article or something where they talked about Paris Games Week, and they said they have quite a few announcements, big stuff that they're gonna make at the event, as well as new games. Bugle, I think you made a tweet on that. Could you just clarify that a bit? What that was exactly?
Yes. So was this for
the Paris Games Week thing? Yeah.
Yeah. So pretty much, I think someone hinted that we might be seeing some huge announcements at Paris Games Week. This could be literally anything, but we're not quite sure if it will be Spider-Man PS4 related, because it would be logical to save that for the big events. But yeah, so they pretty much have a showcase where they will share all the, I guess, latest developments on future titles. Yeah, we're hoping we'll see some Sucker Punch, the Sucker Punch game that they're working on. But yeah, other than that, I don't expect Spider-Man PS4 to show.
Yeah. Okay, Michael, I'll get you to just give your thoughts on all this, the events, what are we gonna get and stuff.
I'd actually really like to see him, see Spidey at both Paris Games Week and PSX. But the way I'd like to see it is like we get a trailer and concept art and maybe Peter's face and stuff like that at Paris Games Week. Get a little bit more gameplay at PSX, because that's supposed to be the big, like, other than E3, it's like the juggernaut for show off their games and stuff like that. And as much attention as this game comes to it, I mean, it's like, because people don't really talk much about it, but it's still one of the most popular games at E3, both 2016 and 2017 this year. Yeah. Because it has like, what, 19 million, almost 20 million views on YouTube?
Something like that, yeah.
I think, people really want to see more of it. Insomniac has kind of put us through a drought in the past month or two, not really giving us any news. I don't even think they've tweeted about it in a while.
Yeah.
But normally when they go silent, something big's about to happen. So I expect to see it in the next few weeks or in the next couple months, if so.
Yeah. Okay. So I mean, another thing that they do have to announce before the game does release, and I think a part of it will have to happen at some of these events, is the release date. So we know that it's coming out in 2018. Usually game developers would announce a more narrow time frame and then a release date. I think if Insomniac do that, and all of this, and the announcement of the exact release date happens within 2017, that means that we'll have to get a time frame and then the exact release date. So that would mean maybe a time frame at Paris Games Week, so something like spring 2018 or something like that. And then the exact release date, I think, would happen at PSX, but I'm not too sure. So I'll get Josh to just give an overall his opinion on all this.
I guess to kind of hop off of what Michael said, I do think we're going to be getting something soon, because whenever they do go silent, something does happen. I mean, granted, it hasn't really ever been something, significant, but, something, whether it's like an article or something happens whenever they go silent, at least when it comes to Spider-Man. So I think something could possibly happen, but as to what I think we could see, like Bugle said, I think probably at New York Comic Con we'll probably just get, concept things like, posters and stuff like that. And I honestly am not quite sure if the game will even be at Paris Games Week, let alone like what kind of stuff we could see from there. I honestly don't know, but I think at PSX we'll either get like a story trailer, gameplay, or both. Because I think we could get like a story trailer where it starts off, like in-game footage, Peter walking the stream, we get the reveal of Peter, and then, it just cuts into the rest of the story trailer. And then, later on in the conference we get gameplay. But as to what I think they might showcase, I think we actually might get a legitimate boss fight for some new gameplay. So, so we can get even further feel for like what the story is going to be like, what to expect in the game, like what kind of villains and whatnot. I think that's something we could really expect. If not, I think we'll just get some commentary over some free roam gameplay, which I also think would be very
well, I think the two main things that I'm actually looking forward to or wanting before we actually do get the actual game is something to do with the story, and then also free roam gameplay. So I think a good way to show this off would be to have a story trailer, and then from that transition into, if they hopefully do this, is Peter Parker gameplay, where you just see you're playing as Peter Parker on the street, and then that mechanic thing where you can like go into an alleyway and then change into Spider-Man, which is what a lot of people have talked about, a lot of us have talked about, and that'd be a really cool feature to have, where you can transition from Peter Parker to Spider-Man within the game. And I think that'd be a really cool way where they start off with the story trailer, go to Peter Parker gameplay, and then go with like free roam, swinging around the city, showing off the map as Spider-Man. So that's my final opinion on the stuff we could get and the stuff we should get. If anyone else wants to add anything.
I think I don't think we're going to be getting that much at New York Comic Con, but I think we'll be getting quite a lot at Paris Games Week, because Insomniac, they did quite a few things for Ratchet and Clank, I believe, for Paris Games Week.
Yeah, it's pretty.
So it's not, So then they're used to being at Paris Games Week, so I wouldn't be surprised if that's when they reveal the Peter Parker's face, and maybe they reveal it by Peter taking off his Spider-Man mask or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah.
But I think we'll be seeing a more personal trailer this time, because I believe was it Brian or Bill that talked about these trailers? What they'll be showing is more about the Spider-Man side of things, but then later on they're going to be showing more the Peter side of things, like the duality between the two.
I didn't see that,
Something
but
like that.
yeah,
I don't know if that's true or not, but I think maybe
might have been.
yeah. I'm not too
Maybe
sure.
a member from the Insomniac team.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Either way, I think the next thing I reckon at Paris Games Week they're going to be they're going to reveal something massive with Peter or anything. Even if we don't see Peter, we'll get something. And at PSX, we'll probably 100% get some new gameplay. 100%.
Yeah. So if for those guys that don't know, Insomniac last year was it last year? No, it was a year before. For Ratchet and Clank, Insomniac went to Paris Games Week, and basically what they showed was they gave a lot of stuff. So it wouldn't be surprising to see them give a lot of stuff for Spider-Man PS4 as well. I think they gave 2 pieces of gameplay on 2 different missions and 1 story trailer. So you know, it wouldn't be a surprise to see something like that exactly happen for Spider-Man PS4. But other than that, we don't really have much else to go off of. And if the game is to release, you know, if Sean Layden said majority of the games that were shown at E3 are going to release in the first half. So if Spider-Man PS4 does release in the first half, then it's pretty confirmed that we're going to see substantial information at both Paris. It could be New York Comic Con, probably Paris Games Week, but if not, then most definitely PSX. But again, I'm a bit skeptical on the whole release date of that thing that Sean Layden said. I'm going to actually get your guys' opinion on that. What do you guys actually think Sean Layden, what he said applies to Spider-Man PS4, and will we actually see it in the first half? If anyone wants to
Well,
Because I don't know what Sean Layden said.
I mean, he's the he's the head of Sony, like in terms of gaming, at least for the US. And he knows what the hell is going on with the games and whatnot. Now, I'm not taking it as straight fact because things could happen and it could get delayed. So you know, you never really know until you know something's announced or whatever. But I'm just gonna take his word and say it's coming out within the first half of the year. Now, is it coming out in early 2018? Hell no, because that's the time frame that God of War is coming out.
Yeah.
You don't want 2 of your mascots, fighting for profit. That's just that wouldn't make any sense. So I would think it would come out at least like a month, like a month after, because God of War is probably coming out February or March. So you have like April, May kind of release window for Spider-Man. I think that would work very well, especially since around that time Infinity War would actually be releasing. So I think it would work rather well because Spider-Man's in that, and it's also Marvel. So it's like, oh yeah, there's this new Marvel game. It's better than Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite. It looks cool. Let's get this.
Yeah.
I don't know. Sounds interesting that it will come out in the first half, because obviously all of us Spidey Squad members probably do not want it to come out in the later half of the year because we've been waiting so long. So it would be cool if it does come out, but either way, whenever it comes out, it'll be great because they've had a long time of development for this game. But if it's true what Sean had said, then I'm hyped. Easily.
Yeah, I'm still on the fence. I think that's the term. I don't know. Like I was confirmed as soon as I saw that. I'm like, yep, it's gonna be first half, but I'm a bit unsure now. We'll see. But depending on what we get at these events, I think that will determine whether or not we'll get the game and what time we'll get it. So I think that's pretty much it. If anyone wants to add anything, I'll let anyone do that. But I think we are closing in on the video. Anyone else want to add?
To the whole free roam gameplay aspect.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They do show free roam. I do want to see it in a different area than what we saw at D23 and freaking what's it called? E3, because both D23 and E3 were in the same area, worldwide, open world wise.
Yeah.
They talk about how like this is their biggest map or something like that. Something about being like their biggest sandbox that they've worked with. And it looks huge. It looks beautiful too. It's very open and vast, and the lighting looks good. The buildings, I mean, from what I've seen, there's like, hard to explain. Like, you can actually see into the buildings a little bit. Kind of looks like it. Like you can see the lights and stuff in the buildings. And I don't think we've ever had that much detail in a Spider-Man game. And
I don't think it's a game in general, honestly.
Yeah.
But like, a lot of people complained about like how the web swinging was slow and stuff like that. And then D23 showed it going a lot faster, and they talked about how they tweaked it to, you know, make it a lot easier to go faster and stuff like that. But I mean, I would like to see it be like full on used. I don't want to see like clips of web swinging like how they cut up parts of it at D23. So
Yeah.
that's basically all I have.
Cool.
Yeah, so, you know, the map is going to be huge, and I'd really like them to show that map part off a bit more, because they've shown, you know, the main things, web swinging, they've shown the combat, they've shown, I mean, the graphics, obviously, they've shown
Show
that.
us how big the map is. Like,
Yeah,
show us the
map is pretty much the last element of the game that they really need to show off, as well as the story, but that's a bit, I mean, it's going to happen.
Yeah.
So, hopefully they do show off the map as well. And
Maybe.
Hopefully,
yeah.
the story isn't garbage.
And the cover art as well.
Yeah, I think that'll be a bit more close to release. So maybe PSX, or maybe they might just not do it at an event and they just might like tweet it out, to be honest.
Yeah. Well, maybe they might show a release date, maybe at Paris Games Week or something.
Something like that, hopefully. At least a release time frame, like more narrow. Maybe a month, maybe a season, whatever.
Yeah, true that.
So I think that's pretty much the video, guys. Pretty much us discussing what we think is going to happen, when it's going to happen, and all these events and everything, what we expect. I think all of us can agree on getting more story stuff, as well as the map and free roam and stuff like that. That'd be all pretty much what we're looking forward to, and hopefully we will get at these events, which is New York Comic Con. Again, most of us, I think I can agree that New York Comic Con won't be something that massive. Paris Games Week is a possibility, and it could have a lot of content, but if not, PSX definitely going to have a lot of stuff shown to us. So I think that's it for the video, guys. I hope you guys did enjoy this video. This was the first major video that we've done on Spider-Man PS4 on the Spidey Squad YouTube channel, so I hope you guys did enjoy. And again, check out every one of these guys' private personal YouTube channels. They all make amazing content. All the links to their channels will be in the description below. Unfortunately, Evan was not able to join us, but hopefully we can get him in on next time when we do make a video. So hope you guys did enjoy this video, and we'll all see you guys in the next video. Bye. Anyone else want to say bye? No?
Raiders.
Why did you say it like that?
I don't know.
Bye.
I don't know how to say. Okay, someone say bye.
How about we all say goodbye?
The Terminator says goodbye.
Who said that? Bye.
Bye bye.
Peace out.
Oh man. I stopped.